Today we are here to talk about a legendary controversy, a mythological controversy, an Indian controversy. When we start talking about the mythology, culture, and heritage of India, the very first thing comes to our mind is four ages, char yugas, chatur yugas, four Vedas, and four ages of the human life. We start talking about Satyuga, then Treta, then we talk of Dwapara, and then Kali Yuga. Here, it's a controversy that started way back in the age of Treta Yuga, the second most significant age where Maryada Purushottam Lord Rama take his birth. This story is documented by Adi Kavi Brahmarshi Valmiki. Now, when modern India came, people started making big claims about Valmiki. Their claims originate that whether Valmiki was a Brahmarshi or a Dalit, or was he a Daku or, you know, says. But undoubtedly, the Valmiki who created the holy text of Ramayana was an enlightened sage. And name given by others at the time, the other name for Valmiki ji was Ratnakar. Not only it's a question of controversy in India that elite Brahmina they are claiming Valmiki as their own part, whereas Dalit community claims that Valmiki was a Dalit, and then in there was a serial TV program aired in Birmingham, UK, where Mr. Gill, who raised a question about that program on Monday, 21st February 2000 at Central Rare Radio Limited, Birmingham, UK. The program was trading as Radio 11, broadcast as usual on 1296 medium wave and at 13:45 p.m. Mr. Bikram Gill was presenting the program, and then the program was like Ek Sawal, one question. The question was highly related to the title of this research paper that we wish to explore, and as the title of our paper is Controversy on Life of Maharshi Valmiki, an investigation into its history. It would be better to more referential that in that Ek Sawal, Bikram Gill started responding to a letter from listener, and Gill referred obliquely one letter that was talking about widely believed story that the great saint from Indian soil, Valmiki, Maharshi Valmiki was once a document. The Punjabi term he used there for the same is daku, denoting a robber, thief, or you can say a person involved in loot. But at the same time, while he was allocating of this term to Valmiki, is of little consequence to most Punjabis, but at the same time it was, or indeed to most of the Hindus as well, there was a problem, and that a community in Britain who used to term look at Valmiki as Bhagwan Valmik, who equates to God. These are self-styled Valmikis. The shockwave fell throughout the British Valmiki community that was quite tangible. And then representatives made a formal protest to the radio station that this program is wrongly aired, and they demanded an apology from the disrespect shown to God Valmiki, as they were claimed that they were the worshipper of Valmiki, and a public retraction of the term Dakut was opposed, and they said that this term is used wrongly to their God. As far as Valmiki are concerned, the legend is both demeaning and unfounded. Means this is not up to the mark of the label of their God, and this is a kind of disrespect shown to their community. And based on that, they protested before the radio station. So there was a complete book dedicated authority and meaning in Indian religion. The book was authored by Julia Leslie by starting to this point of origin. When we talk that who was Maharshi Valmiki, while talking of it, we consider that Maharshi Valmiki was a god. Undoubtedly, he is the highly revered composer of the revered text, that is Ramayana, the elite text of India. He is revered by each and every Hindu in their heart and soul as Maharshi Valmiki, the composer of the great epic, first ever epic known to Hindus or even known to human civilization. And second most significant thing that Valmiki ji led a life, and in his lifetime he was the part and parcel of Lord Rama's family, as he shel- offered shelter to goddess Sita, and uh, and also offered education training, and offered knowledge to the twin son of Rama and Sita. For him, Sita was a daughter, and undoubtedly, if we look at the life of Valmiki, he was the key thread to holding the whole narratives of key thread to key thread holding the narrative of Ramayana, and then leading to the Uttarkanda and the Laukuskanda, which was later on reiterated in the Hindi epic Sri Ramacharita. But the question itself remains a debatable one, that who this great sage was originally. Here we are not talking about was he a robber or was he a sage, or the Bhagwan Valmiki was in his early life. What was he? But our thinking is that, our pondering question is that Valmiki ji belongs to a Brahminic cult, or he belonged to the Dalit origin. And that's where this research paper investigates, this research paper entitled Controversy on the Life of Maharshi Valmiki, an investigation into his identity, where these kind of controversies are uh, involved, and this study will be attempting to authenticate and validate. And there are references that tell that Valmiki ji was the brainchild of Lord Brahma. That's why he is also known as Brahmarshi. So Valmiki ji was the Manas Putra of Brahma, Lord Brahma. He himself was acknowledged as Lord by many community, and above board by all Hindus. He was considered as the one who sheltered Goddess Sita, and during her toughest time, and during her exile, when, and he was the one behind the education and upbringing of the twin sons of Lord Rama, namely Love and Kushal. Thank you.